The mechanic... Good. I was in a hurry earlier, so I didn't have any time to talk to you at length. We and the Spearmaster engineers are primarily responsible for the creation and use of equipment for attack and defense. Hey, are you listening to me? As lieutenant of the engineers, of course I have automata which can do things like that for me. Of course! Didn't you hear anything about it in the Valley of 100 Grasses? You can fly up high into the sky and burrow deep down into the ground, attack cities and raise enemy camps. Is there anything we can't do with automata? Except maybe. I heard this from my father, and haven't seen anything like it myself. Forget it. Come and look at the mechanical drawings. After that battle in Chuchenzi village, I repaired and improved it. It's a lot stronger now. Since you're here on Uncle Chin's orders, I'll give you 30 minutes to put all the out-of-order pieces in the right position. The mechanical arts of the Valley of 100 Grasses were once lost. When my father was in the valley, he and the Shadow Elder of Automata dedicated themselves to the study of ancient texts for a long time. And as a result of this, some of the lost techniques were rediscovered. It seems you're ever skilled in building the automaton. If you want, I can let Uncle Chin know and have you deployed to the engineers along with me. You'll have to complete an awards ceremony first, though. Here, this copy of 1,000 Automata is for you, to celebrate your achievements in advance. You're the only person I'm telling this to. My father personally annotated the book, so it's the only one of its kind in the world. Don't worry. I know the contents by heart. It's of no more use to me. It's far better if you use it as a reference text. You'll probably be a grandmaster of the mechanical arts in 20 years' time.
Ever since Grandmaster Yue Qiang found our school, we Spearmasters believe that the strife caused by human desires is the root of all the misfortune in the world. Now you bear a blade-heart fragment of the moon sword in you, and with it the burden of the unfinished task of your venerable predecessors. Do not fear death, and protect the common folk.
Keep it up. Keep working at your cultivation. I hope one day I'll get to conduct your award ceremony in person.
You've been away for so long. I've been waiting for you for a while. Let me ask you, has your connection with the Blade Heart weakened again following this journey? Don't rejoice just yet. This technique can only heal the symptoms. If you wish to find a remedy for the cause, you will need to go to Heavenly Ridge yourself and ask for Di Huang's sacrifice formation to be performed. Well, this formation is driven by the power of yin and yang.
It is said that yin cannot be born alone. Yang alone cannot grow.
Light Chi unites yin and yang. They belong together as we do.
They don't understand what you're saying. Don't waste your breath. I have everything you need. The remaining Crimson Cloudstones used for soul control are a speciality of Wusai Village on Heavenly Ridge. You can find them yourself when you're there. If you're having any difficulties, ask the young summoner Feng Ming.
By the way, word has it that a number of Wuzhou nocturnal spirits recently came to Wucai Village. They look strange and emit negative qi. If you encounter them, it would be best if you were to avoid any conflict with them.
Young summoner? She's currently chatting to some nocturnal spirit messengers in Wucai Village. No, you definitely won't be disturbing them. But don't be scared if you see nocturnal spirits. If someone annoys them, then there'll definitely be trouble. Yes, they look a little strange. When I saw them for the first time, I was scared out of my skin.
I'm from Heavenly Ridge. I've heard the whole story of Wu Zhao's downfall and the destruction of the land. But I never would have thought that war was able to put your whole nation in such a
胜负都算寻
condition.
常事，若是堂堂正正战败，哪怕身死当场，我等也不会有半句怨言。但
You
何兆
mean
人
that they're using the demon sword? Just look at how we look. I shouldn't have to point that out again. The dark and negative qi has penetrated. You have suffered so much. That's why we're asking the Heavenly Ridge to grant us access to the Yin Hua source, to help us come back to our senses and alleviate the pain. I feel sorry for you, but the Yin Hua source is a holy place for the Heavenly Ridge. Not even my master can make that decision alone. He has to consult the Patriarch Jing Xuanyi in Spiritopolis. Yilang. Spiritopolis will make a fair decision. I'll take my leave. I don't know what the Mentor and the Grand Warlock spoke about. I found it almost unbelievable when I first heard about it. But since Master was so insistent in asking about it, there can be no doubt. What? Do you somehow doubt the Grand Summoner of Heavenly Ridge? Only joking. It pays to be cautious. I know about Hao Sang's machinations, but I've never seen the demon sword with my own eyes. If you're really curious, there are lots of nocturnal spirits in Wusai village. They might be able to help you.
Us Wu Zhao and the He Zhao used to be closely allied clans, but we became enemies after a row between the clan patriarchs 100 years ago. The feud has since turned into bitter rivalry. The balance of power between the two clans is very one-sided. For many years, the Wu Zhao had been winning for the most part, which is why no one, from the king down to the regular folk, took it seriously when we received a message about an ambush by the He Zhao. The commander was the only one who thought that to underestimate one's opponent is to lose sooner or later. But nobody listened to him. The He Zhao tore through our resistance like bamboo in a raging storm. And suddenly, there they were, standing outside the royal palace. And it was at that moment that people were haunted by the commander's warning, and no one more than the commander himself. He was accused of having conspired with the He Zhao. Long before the invasion of the He Zhao, the general often said that the king's chosen successor was incompetent.
They say that Goddess Nua crafted
He even said that the great god of death once confided in a dream that he could take the successor's place. If you look at it that way, the general really is rebelling. There's no point denying it.
A wound caused by a demon sword is very difficult to treat, and it's also possible that the person who's been injured will fall victim to the negative qi, descend into madness and lose their mind. As far as I know, only medicinal herbs rich in Jin qi are of any help. They suppress the negative qi in the body for a short while and can alleviate the symptoms, but they won't strike at the root of the evil.
Is this demon sword the reason?
Even if it's just a splinter, the negative qi that lies within it is not to be underestimated. You'll need to be careful even just looking at it.
What a coincidence.
It was all divine will. It was a trial for our people, but also an opportunity to reunite the sacred objects.
Is this demon sword the reason why you transform?
Not the only one. When the people of Hu Chao invaded the royal court, the demon swords were already very weak and on the verge of snapping.
The qualities of this fragment
When they broke,
to be very
the resulting
similar to those
explosion
of Hao
caused the
San's
yin
sword in the
spring to
Valley of
shoot up
100
out of the ground.
Grasses.
The
The
Yulan
smell
Pen
of
Festival
these
was being
nocturnal
held that
spirits
very
is
same day.
reminiscent of him too, at least before Hao San lost the plot.
It was all divine will. It was a trial for our people.
How do you feel? My master and I weren't lying to you, were we? This crimson cloudstone that Venerable Kunwudzu mentioned. I know it, but here we call it Rabbit's Eye. Yes, look, the chain on my arm is made from it. That's what everybody says. There are some outside of Wusai village. You can search there, and I will send someone to inform the master. Stones have no wisdom. Can you help me stabilize the blade heart? Of course, you have to trust us. My master and the Grand Warlock will be in the Hall of Silence at the moment. Using the power of the Yin Spring, they will create Di Huang's sacrifice formation, which will help you to stabilize the blade heart.
I heard that the Great Summoner ascended during the ghost summoning ritual, shrouded in...
Ilawalashi, you always used to be so determined and self-confident. Why are you so hesitant when you come to Heavenly Ridge?
It isn't like other places here. Here you have to think things through before
The longer
acting.
you think about it, the more pain the people will suffer, in my opinion.
General Ilawarashi will make the decision in this matter. Despite your great service, you are not yet King of Wuchao.
You little girl.
Although I don't play an important role, I know how to be responsible and loyal.
That's enough. I have arranged with the young summoner that no one should act precipitously before Spiritopolis sends an answer.
Let's take a look.
The general is so impulsive. It would be bad if something happened. Arong, go and follow him.
Yes.
Wait, I'm looking for Shaya, our great sorceress. It's not our intent to insult Heavenly Ridge, but Shaya... oh, she is mad. In the royal battle, Shaya not only lost many relatives, but her spirit of harmony and spirit of virtue also suffered damage. It only takes a little excitement for her to lose her mind. Towards the cemetery, apparently. Don't worry. As soon as I find her, I'll take her straight back to camp. I won't bother Heavenly Ridge anymore.
Yuanga, stand back. An evildoer is on their way.
Brother, what should we do if the Heavenly Ridge finds out we have secretly inhaled Yin Qi? I'm afraid that not even the General can protect us.
Well, we've started now, so let's just continue.
Cannot be cast.
Whether Ilawarashi knows it or not, she's hardly going to stand up to the General, is she?
You already came here. Why didn't you want to see me? Who are your parents?
My father is Mingyun Chen, the Grand Summoner of Heavenly Ridge. You rescued me. He will thank you.
Mingyun Chen. Oh, time passes. Child. This child is grown.
No, I'm fine. Auntie, are you?
My name is Shaya, and I'm the Grand Sorceress of the Nocturnal Spirits.
You just killed a member of your own tribe. Will you have problems when you return?
Are you worried about me? Don't worry. Ilawarashi has already ordered that the members of our tribe are not allowed to absorb any yin qi, and that the ground vein may not be destroyed. Anyone who violates that will be killed. Even if I hadn't killed them, they would not have escaped death. They are all subordinates of my brother, so how could it be?
Don't worry. If the members of your tribe don't believe you, I'll testify for you. Deal.
Oh, my head hurts.
Is everything okay?
Not one step closer. The promises, the oaths, all lies.
Oh, it's lucky my mother doesn't have a temper like that. Oh no! Did the nocturnal spirits destroy our cemetery? There is a guardian stone sprite in the Tranquil Tower. Its power is considerable, but using it costs a lot of soul force. My father says that it can only be activated in times of extreme need. Take my talisman to awaken the stone sprite and help him to eliminate the nocturnal spirits.
Mingyuanga, it's too late. We need to go.
All right. Mother, I'll visit you in a few days.
Do not underestimate the chaotic nocturnal spirits. If we return to Wutsai village and report the situation to the young summoner and Yilong, we'll be able to solve all the problems.
Kill Yilang! Long live the general!
Whether Ilawarashi knows it or not, she's hardly going to stand up to the General, is she?
General! Elang! Long live the General! Elang has been conspiring with Mingyu Chan. She has betrayed the Wu Chao.
Shh! Quiet! Don't trouble her. Let her calm down. Now it can be said that our clan's earlier suspicion about the General was not unfounded. During the devastating battle, there was a rumor in the clan that the General had collaborated with the enemy, and that was why the Hejao clan were able to advance into the interior. Later, I personally tested the power of the demon sword, and the rumors gradually died down. But the suspicion of his treason never completely went away. You stop paying attention for a moment, and just like that, a disaster strikes within your own four walls. Ilowalashi, is this how you nocturnal spirits want to show your reverence to the Heavenly Ridge? Don't worry, young summoner. I'll have Shia summoned right away. I'm sure everything will clear itself. Good. Very good. The Mentor just sent me a letter. He says that he and the Grand Warlock are ready and waiting for you in the Hall of Silence. I'll take you there. The General came from a noble family. Later, he married our clan's High Priestess. We thought he would be the next king of Wuzhou. Surprisingly, my father appointed my younger brother as leader, because he loved him very much. He wasn't even 10 years old at the time. The General didn't...
A good-for-nothing. Of course no one's dealing with him.
Who goes there? That's...
It seems you're familiar with his power. Someone asked me to give you this sword.
No matter how worthless I am, I won't accept gifts from enemies.
You will.
Feng Ming has already told me everything, with Master Kunwudzi's permission. The Grand Warlock and I will support you as far as we can.
The Hall of Silence lies on the path to the Yinhua Spring. Naturally, it is full of Yin Qi.
The Grand Warlock and I are with you. You don't have to worry. Go to the spring. Use your soul force there to make the 6 green lotuses blossom, and the formation will be activated.
Grand Summoner! Someone is attacking secretly!
The demon sword is in my hand. Hand over the Yinhua source, and I will spare you.
You can't defeat him.
Grand Summoner.
Fall back.
Someone is attacking.
Di Huang's sacrifice formation was just coincidentally interrupted. How do you feel now? Did you notice Xia's sword? That's just a minor matter. Don't be nervous. Although Xia has now been forced back, his clan on the Mountain of Transience is still very active. The Grand Warlock and I must dispatch people quickly to resolve the problem there. Please excuse me. No problem. Go to Urjing and let him take you to the Mountain of Transience. Going to the Mountain of Transience at this time. Good. But first I have to open the gate seal on the Hall of Silence. Go to the gate and wait for me. You have to deal with the remaining nocturnal spirits while I recite the spell. Don't let them disturb me.
Show me your blood!
After all, Ilawalashi is under the General's direct command. It would be safer for her to follow his orders. That's good being cheese. Why don't you absorb it? Whether Ilawalashi knows it or not, she's hardly going to stand up to the General, is she?
Where did you come from?
A Reaper named Jingmu is posted on the Mountain of Transience. He's a brave subordinate. I've lost contact with him since the nocturnal spirits entered the Hall of Silence. When you get there, check if he still lives for me.
Have you come from the Hall of Silence? Have the nocturnal spirits there all been forced back? Outstanding. Now we just have to hunt down the nocturnal spirits here. Then we can enjoy peace in the Heavenly Ridge once again. Did you see Yao Gu just as you arrived? He's supposed to be fighting the nocturnal spirits nearby.
Yilang is nothing more than a bastard child. God has chosen the general as the new king of Wujiao.
Don't make a sound. Otherwise you'll draw the nocturnal spirit's attention. Apparently, the General Xia rebelled. He not only kidnapped Yilang, but killed several guards too. Do you know her? Hey, what are you doing? There are so many of them. If you go now, then it's certain death for you. Have no fear. I've already informed Elder Feng Yisheng about the Reaper and asked him to come and take care of this in person. What? Do you doubt Elder Feng's strength? Xia seems to harbor a deep hatred for her and struck her multiple times with the sword. The brave young lady didn't beg for mercy, even though her teeth shattered
Who's that?
with the pain.
Catch him!
The great general holds the mighty sword in his hand. First we will conquer the Heavenly Ridge, and then...
Who's there? Catch him!
Move aside.
That sword blow today severed the connection between him and me. I'm okay. Only Arong, who survived the war back then, sadly didn't escape the demon sword.
Is that the demon sword that destroyed the Wuzhou? If it's possible, I have to...
Probably only the god of death knows that. Now...
Wait. You nocturnal spirits fight amongst yourselves, but you've drawn the people of Heavenly Ridge into it and put us in danger. Even the Yinhua Spring is affected. Speaking of that, have you nothing to say?
I, Yilang, swear by blood. No matter where Xia runs, I will capture and punish him, together with the Heavenly Ridge. Elder Feng, what do you say?
Hopefully you will always remember the words you have spoken today.
What did you just call me? Nobody's called me that in a long time. You can keep on calling me that.
You can stop looking now. She's already a long way away. I've heard that Yilang was the most beautiful woman in Wuzhou and fell in love with Xia back in the day. The two of them only became estranged after Xia took another for his wife. Stop sighing. Take this audio bug and give it to Feng Ming for me. It has recorded everything that just happened, so whatever you do, don't lose it. And one more thing. If you meet any nocturnal spirits on the way, send them to Wucai Village to stop them from causing trouble again.
I heard that the Great Summoner ascended during the ghost summoning ritual.
The Grand Summoner told the nocturnal spirits to remain under the mountain, and forbade them from traveling to Heavenly Ridge. Some wondered if he was too strict, but in hindsight, it was a wise decision. A few... Yes, her name is Shaya. The nocturnal spirits call her Mantira Wati. Her spell force is very strong, and when she goes mad, she'll kill anyone. I saw with my own eyes how she injured a few of her own people, and she said she would kill anyone who prevented her from looking for Brother Yu Chen and Xiao Yuan. But who is Brother Yu Chen, and who is Xiao Yuan again? The nocturnal spirit saw no other option but to ask Yilang for help. In the end, she calmed them. That sudden rage. If they really were on the Heavenly Ridge, they would have just caused mischief.
Oh dear. And now this has happened too. I don't think this year's song festival is going...
You only just set off and already something like this happens. I won't punish them before the situation is cleared up. But I also can't let them go. Elder Fong, I can guard them personally.
Young Summoner, the Grand Summoner has a letter for you.
If that's true, then Xia can't be allowed to escape. My mentor believes that the aura of Qia's demon sword has something to do with the negative qi that has appeared at Taihua Mountain and in the Valley of 100 Grasses. He's tasked us with capturing Xia and providing clarification. Take some companions with you, then you can watch out for each other.
You would have met her if you had arrived sooner. The traitor Xia is trying to incite his clansmen to seize the Yinhua source. His little sister Shaya spoke out against it, however, and explained they had to wait for Ila Walashi before a decision could be made. They were too quick. I didn't see exactly. Ask Tsutsai. He's the one with the highest rank in the camp. You fight bravely, just like our Ila Walashi. I came here at Ila Walashi's command to eliminate the traitors. We Wu Jiao believe in the god of death. To us, dying means returning to our god. If they weren't hexed by Xia, what other explanation could there be for the Wu Jiao attacking their own clansmen with knives? You might not know this, but we already have one foot in the grave before the mutation. Some people's 7 spirits begin to dissipate. What's worse, though, is that even their souls are partially dissolved by earth and heaven and get lost. Although some people do survive the mutation, they lose their memories and their temperament changes completely. Those who lose their soul of harmony and virtue become especially paranoid and are hard to control. Like Shaya, I can still remember the time when she was a marvelous singer and her laughter sounded like birdsong in the spring. But those times are long since past. These days, everyone in Wu Jiao always carries their farewell letter on them to prevent their final will from being forgotten if they should die suddenly. Look, this here is the farewell letter and the weapon from the traitor I just killed. We honor the god of death, and believe that the last will of the dead must be respected. If you can arrange it, please take this farewell letter and this weapon to a young lady by the name of Yangshan Tingguang. She is Illawarra Shi's bodyguard and is currently standing guard near the king's tent.
But you're Illawarra's guest of honor, and the young miss here is Manjilawati's maid. Oh, she is Shaya, our Grand Witch. Precisely, but mother and son haven't seen one another for many years now. Manjilawati has never explained properly. It seems like her lover will not allow it. I heard that her paramour is a particularly complex person. Manjilawati doesn't want to talk about it, and we aren't to ask questions either. Oh, they belong to Manjilawati. She wanted to make them into a gift for her son. Even though they can't see each other again, this way she can at least show him that she's thinking of him. They got strewn about the camp during Shia's rampage. I've been looking for them for half a day already, but have only found a few of them.
Have you come to bring me the news about Brother Yong? Don't worry. Brother Yong and I promised each other we would cross the bridge to Nirvana together, no matter which one of us dies first. Brother Yong, you really are an idiot. Even if we see one another again on the other side and I regain my original appearance, I won't allow any man but you to see my true face. Since Brother Yong left a last testament behind, how could I not follow it? Now I will take Brother Yong's weapon and follow Ilawalashi to find the 9 springs. If all 9 springs are found, then I will dress myself beautifully and joyfully cross the bridge into Nirvana to meet Brother Yong. Then, at least half of his final wish would be fulfilled. As I am Ilawalashi's maid, if she should give me death, that wouldn't be a trespass against Brother Yong's will.
Everyone, listen up. Ilawalashi has ordered you not to go wander...
Thank you. Mantilawati will be able to relax a bit now.
When the general, the traitor Xia saw that Ilawarashi was coming back with reinforcements, he retreated toward the Lingxi mountain path with his clansmen. It's the only way to leave the Heavenly Ridge. If they manage to get away, the likelihood is that it'll be even harder to catch them. Yilang? Good. Call her that. I'm sure Ilawarashi will be pleased. Well then, off you go. Go quickly to the Lingxi mountain path and help Ilawarashi to seize the traitor. General Dia has already gone on ahead. And as far as the rebels outside the camp are concerned, show no mercy. Flatten them.
Yilang has been conspiring with Mingyu Chan. She has betrayed the Wu Chao. Kill Yilang! Long live the general!
Yilang is nothing more than a bastard child. God has chosen the general as the new king of Wu Chao. The eternal spring is a gift to the Wu Chao from the god of death.
Combat.
And you new ones have the audacity to take it.
Xia really is holding a demon sword. Quick, rush forward and help Ilawalashi.
Move aside! I will heal her!
Shia, you're pursuing only your own goals, and in doing so, you harm even your own sister.
Want to hurt her. You dragged her in. Oh, if I had known sooner, I would not have been so merciful on the Mountain of Transience.
Lives. It's pointless to talk about it. Jia, I'm asking for the last time. Did you really help in bringing the Wu Zhao down? Neither of us did.
Is guilty. What difference does the truth make? You've already condemned me.
Then where does that demon sword come from? If you claim you didn't take part.
If I'd known sooner that I would have to treat someone, I would have asked Bin Xing for advice more. Well, too good to die, too bad to live. Wait, someone's coming. Watch out, he's very strong.
What a divine sword. And you can't do anything other than slice people open?
Ask
what a
for
waste.
expert help!
Are you the master of the demon sword?
Try it.
Stop!
What are you waiting for? Take Shia away.
Don't try to run away!
We must restore it.
Let's deal with those guys. Fight against the demon sword and the devastators.
Demon sword. Draw the demon sword quickly. Master, let's quickly swap our consciousnesses so the demon sword can't take control.
Drop the sword.
Master, come to me. See, these violet and black points of light in your body are the negative chi that remain. You can only truly free yourself of the nightmare and return to this world by removing all of them. Master, come to me. Master, I finally found you. To go back. Do you still remember the Heavenly Ridge? You still have something to take care of. Master, follow me. Luckily, the Grand Summoner showed up just in time and defeated him together with Yilang. Unfortunately, the devious Xia fled. Master, I must say I really struggled to find you. Master, you have no idea how difficult it is to retrieve a soul. It's nigh on impossible. It can only be done with an envoy of the Turquoise Lantern. They are the emissaries of Yulian Jun, the magistrate of the underworld. They shift back and forth between yin and yang. They carry a turquoise lantern, hence their name. You have been contaminated by the demon sword's negative chi. Your life is in danger. Fortunately, the Grand Summoner healed you with Nua's blessing at
A living soul? Why did you come here? Forget it. I don't care about the reason. Do you want to go back? It doesn't matter whether you're coming or going. There's only one way through the Yin Springs. My boat won't manage that. If you promise to do something for me, I'll take you to the young world myself. Don't worry. It's neither bad nor immoral. If Wick of the Turquoise Lantern hadn't ordered me to work on the ferry here for 20 years, I wouldn't need your help. You have to decide whether to agree or not. First, pick a couple of spider lilies, and then take some soul cores from the evil spirits nearby.
Kidnapping lets me realize dungeon. Murder lets me read the night count. But I'm just one person. And I'm supposed to send a bit of me to each dungeon.
I will make an underworld lantern for you. It can briefly swap life and death and make the boundary between yin and yang disappear. As long as the wick remains, the fire won't go out. If you light it, I can take you across the river. That doesn't matter. You can't learn something like that anyway. Let's go. The soul abandoned the body long ago. If we don't go now, we may never come back. The time is not yet ripe. If you learn it now, it will only bring you sorrow.
Who will look after the moon-shaped worm that Brother Hudson caught for me?
Over there is the Yin Spring. That place may look calm, but in fact, countless glowering ghosts are hidden there. If you aren't careful, you'll be a handy snack for them. I may not leave the ferry dock without permission. Go ahead to my colleague Rewayde. He will show you the way back. You can keep the underworld lantern as a memento. Perhaps one day it will show me the way to you. Since you are a living soul, you are not allowed to travel on the grasshopper boat of Shangkongyu. That lantern. Better keep it. You might still need it. With the lantern and the fire in your heart, even 100 ghosts are easy to defeat. It will show you the way, but you must never let the light go out. Otherwise...
Cannot be cast. Cannot be cast.
Nuwa be praised! You survived this time, and will surely achieve many successes in future. By the way, while I was treating you, I noticed that your body is very special. Not only can you warm up the blade heart, you can also absorb soul chi, which is what allows you to use the power of the demon sword. Have you forgotten that you just escaped dying by a whisker? Negative chi isn't good at all. You can't consume large amounts of it without sustaining harm. Don't thank me. Your life would still be in danger were it not for Ilowalashi's help.
Why have you come to me without saying anything? When someone seriously injures you again. This song of mourning has been widely known throughout Wujiao for years. It's very calming. Some even say that it has to do with the 9 springs that we're currently searching for. Nobody has been able to confirm that yet, though. It's not that simple. Only fragments of this song of mourning have been passed down. I pray to the god of death day and night that it appears in the upper world once more. Even if it were just a few words more, I'd be happy. According to the legend, the 9 springs are a sacred artifact from the god of death to the people of the Wujiao clan. If they are collected, a vanished clan can be reborn. The 9 springs are in fact 9 springs filled with extremely potent yin qi, capable of cleansing evil and alleviating the pains which cause our strange appearance. The elders of our tribe say we could even become like normal people again, if the 9 springs were to flow together. Unfortunately, after so many years, their whereabouts are unknown. We have searched a long time and only found 2 places. It is in the court of the King of Wujiao. That is how it looked when I woke up again.
The Grand Warlock, Ilawalashi, and the Grand Summoner invite you to visit. It may be about you. You come with us too.
You didn't die. That's good.
Yelian, what brings you here? Is this about the demon sword?
See for yourself. All these people were injured by the demon sword.
The entire body is covered in sores. Black and purple bruises on the skin. Just like the dead clan members during the War of Destruction. Yes, this is the sword. Shia, you really are.
This is no time for tears. We need vengeance.
The Grand Warlock is right. The demon sword didn't appear by itself. The most important thing now is to find the blacksmith. I heard that the Valley of 100 Grasses and Taihua Mountain had been attacked by monsters brimming with negative chi. And Haotsang is said to have appeared and been hounded from Heavenly Ridge. Can there really just be a single individual behind all this?
We mustn't waste any time. I'm coming with you.
Yelian, you are the protector of the Yin Springs. You should share the good news yourself.
Good news? You don't mean...
Elder Jing Chongye has already agreed to report it to Spiritopolis. We should hear an answer soon.
Outstanding! Whether we're successful or not, I must thank you all.
Wait a moment. You can thank us when it's all over. Let's head for Cloudrise.
Performing actions with the spear can change Black Dragon Cleaver into Dragon Subjugation. While Dragon Soul is active, Battle-Hardened Dragon Soul Dragon Tamer is cast in addition to Dragon Subjugation. There is a chance Northern Light's Flame Spear will trigger Dragon Soul on hitting a target. Heavenly Might can stun nearby targets, making them temporarily unable to move or use skills. Try to approach Bam Bam and use Heavenly Might on him. Rage is a basic resource that Spearmasters use to perform actions. Dragon Tooth can restore rage. Consuming Rage lets you perform Black Dragon Cleaver. Performing actions with the spear can change Dragon Tooth into Northern Lights Flame Spear. Casting Northern Lights Flame Spear multiple times quickly can deal more damage and restore large amounts of rage. Performing actions with the spear can change Black Dragon Cleaver into Dragon Subjugation. While Dragon Soul is active, Battle-Hardened Dragon Soul Dragon Tamer is cast in addition to Dragon Subjugation.
Cannot be cast.
Is this demon sword?
That day, I was ordered to attack the He Chao camp with a team. I was actually intending to cut off their reinforcements and thus force the He Chao to split their troops to return to the camp for rescue. But when I arrived there, I came face to face with Wu Yeyu, who wielded the demon sword. Wu Yeyu was the general of the He Chao, who were always extremely hostile towards us. Their attack was particularly fierce because of the demon sword's power. With just a few blows, everyone in the clan fell to the ground. I stood further away, and that's the only reason I was able to survive. Yes, but when Wu Yeyu entered the royal court, the demon sword had already shattered. You can see the fragments of the sword if you're interested.
The shards of the demon sword still contain a little soul force, and the owner can try connecting them with the lunar mirror of distant dreams.
Is this demon sword the reason why you transform?
Not the only one. When the people of He Chao invaded the royal court, the demon swords were already very weak and on the verge of snapping. When they broke, the resulting explosion caused the yin spring to shoot up out of the ground. The Yulan Pen Festival was being held that very same day.
What a coincidence.
It was all divine will. It was a trial for our people, but also an opportunity to reunite the...
The master looks as though he's the guy from Wu Jiao that didn't change before.
We found the He Chao's temporary camp. The General has sent orders for you to move out immediately and attack them with an ambush. Hey, team leader, don't just stand around there, come here. The General gave orders that you are to lead the team this time. Now the General is helping the Great Prince with the battle against the He Chao's main force at the main entrance to the palace. Our task is to secretly attack the He Chao camp, cut off their reinforcements who are coming up behind them, and help the General to get the situation under control. The General said that the longer we hold back the He Chao's reinforcements, the better it'll be for our troops. Whether this can disrupt the He Chao's attack depends on whether the campaign is successful.
We'll do our best.
Okay, Captain. I'll show you the way.
Those Heo lot competed with us in the past for the position of Patriarch and lost in the process. I don't know what sort of madness is unfolding again this time. Now they've thrown together a few scrap weapons and are even daring to come back to us and get beaten up again.
You need to control your temperament. If we get the commander hurt because we underestimated the enemy, how could we ever return?
Oh, it really enrages me when I think about how the commander has to help the Great Prince. That guy doesn't measure up to the commander when it comes to tactics and competence. Why should the commander follow his orders? He claimed all those great deeds for his own.
I don't find it fair either. But we could do without internal conflicts right now. The Hejao would just
Humans
love
from
that.
Wu Chao!
In terms of
Take
everything
this!
that comes after that, I'm sure the commander has already taken measures for himself. The Hejao camp is directly ahead of you. I'll get a few people to keep looking for the next secret camp. I'll leave this here to you.
In combat.
拦住他们，将军很快就到。
Humans from Wu Chao! Take this! General, you were here. He wouldn't let you get away with your insolence. Humans from Wu Chao! Take this! Tell General Yu quickly!
“小心，是乌罩人！”
Humans from Wu Chao! Take this! 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 Humans from Wu Chao! Take this!
Look out! There's Wu Yiyu! Be careful with your sword!
The Wuchao clan once exterminated my clan. Today I finally have the chance to settle my vendetta. The Wuchao clan once exterminated my clan. Today I finally have the chance to settle my vendetta. Father, Mother, I don't want to use the sword, but now... Humans from Wuchao, await your death!
Message from the Imperial Court. Father is...
Master, the soul force of the lunar mirror of distant dreams will soon be exhausted. Please go up front immediately.
Cannot be used.
I have yet to see the triumph of the Hejao clan. I have yet to see the triumph of the Hejao clan.
Yeah!
May the gods protect Hazel! Attack! I have yet to see the triumph of the Hejao clan.
Shameless Wujiao traitors! Surrender the throne at once!
Hejao will be victorious!
Shameless Wujiao traitors! Surrender the throne at once!
May the gods protect Hazel! Attack! I have yet to see the triumph of the Hejao clan.
这就要回归阎罗大神的怀抱了吗？
Hand over Lady Yilang immediately, and I will leave you in one piece. Father, I did my best.
Your blood will be spilled!
What a tough guy.
This isn't over yet.
Cannot be cast. Cannot be cast. Cannot be cast.
Is this demon sword the reason why you transform?
Our losses are so high because the Hu Chao have those demon swords. Shortly after that, the demon sword in the court of the king dissolved, pulled up the subterranean underworld Yin Spring, and transformed us into these forms. But if we hadn't become like this, Hu Chao wouldn't exist in the world now anymore either. Great Lord of Death, protect us. We're still alive, and one day we can collect Yin Springs and restore our original appearance.
Is this demon sword the reason why you transform?
Not the only one. When the people of Hu Chao invaded the royal court, the demon swords were already very weak and on the verge of snapping. When they broke, the resulting explosion caused the Yin Spring to shoot up out of the ground. The Yulan Pen Festival was being held that very same day.
What a coincidence.
It was all divine.
I was telling the truth. Follow me to Ilawalashi if you don't believe me.
You're from the same clan. Of course she'll stick up for you.
I caught this nocturnal spirit spying around Wutsai village.
I wasn't spying. I was watching. I just said all this. Ilawalashi has me watching over the general's men to prevent them absorbing yin chi all over the place again. Yes. We nocturnal spirits suffer from mutations. If we don't watch out, we become crazy and no longer recognize even our own loved ones. The pain can only be suppressed by constantly consuming yin chi. But this doesn't just disrupt the yin and yang around you. It also has irreversible effects on the earth vein. That's why Ilawalashi has forbidden it. However, lots of clan members aren't sticking to this ban because they can't bear the pain. More and more people have been consuming yin chi lately. Ilawalashi suspects that a spy is egging them on to do it. Well, because of your actions, the spy is no doubt aware too. All of my efforts over the last few days have been for nothing. Is something wrong?
It's all my fault. And what do we do now?
Since they're openly flouting the ban, they must die.
But they're the General's men.
You people have a saying. An unconstitutional prince is equal to a normal man before the law and must be punished the same way. The General can't go around acting like he hasn't seen or heard anything. He's acting pretty suspiciously himself. Since there's no proof as yet, you can just act like I'm talking nonsense.
First, wipe out these evil nocturnal spirits. I must report this to the young summoner immediately, so she can keep an eye on the situation.
The eternal spring is a gift to the Wu Jiao from the god of death. And you new ones have the audacity to take it!
I've already told the young summoner about the matter at the graveyard. She said she'd send more patrols so these nocturnal spirits can't cause any more trouble.
Well, as my soul force still hasn't recovered, the landscape here is a little... Once I have recovered from this, it will be beautiful here too. Even though my soul force is not yet sufficient, It is still better here than being outside. You see, I can only take this form temporarily in intoxicating dreams. It's only temporary. I can teach you better like this. They're phantasms formed by the other fragments, of course. Remember that you only took a small piece of me from the Sword Sanctum.
Thank you for your effort. I'm really sorry you have to do so much running around. I have something for you. Please accept it. Don't mention it. They're just little things. I put it in the mental treasure chest for you. Take a look. Just go over and kick it, and it'll release the contents. What do you think? Do you like it? I have something else for you here before you thank me. That is spirit color. Just give it to Jojo and ask her to spread it for you using soul force. Then intoxicating dreams won't be so dreary anymore. Intoxicating Dreams is a world of consciousness created by the Blade Heart Fragment's soul force. All the plants and trees in it are just images from the Blade Heart memories, so-called mental images. The Blade Heart
cannot be accepted. Cannot be accepted.
Hey, isn't that the newcomer who went to the I'm... Even more negative chi. Last time it was a monster, this time it's the demon sword. How is it that so much negative chi suddenly appeared in this world?
这也是我邀请伊拉瓦拉西一同赴会的原因。那邪剑威力巨大，流毒无穷，须得尽快查清来龙去脉。
My tribe, the Wuzhou clan, was destroyed by this demon sword. Everyone was killed. If I don't get revenge, how can I face my parents and relatives?
Whoever is covertly disturbing the 3 schools of the Qin Mausoleum and the smith of the demon sword.
Truly afraid.
The negative chi seems to be the key to everything. We must find out where it comes from. That is the only way we can solve all the problems.
Right. I sent students to Chang'an and Jiangdu for that reason. By the way, I have reminded the court to pay attention to the changes in the south.